SirPrince, welcome to Lulua. Appreciate you coming on.
What's going on with you, man?
So let's start from the beginning. Where are you from?
From Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Yeah.
What
Born
was
to
your
rage.
What was your childhood like? What's Milwaukee like?
Man, you know, Milwaukee, you know what I mean? Them the trenches. You know what I mean? That's what I talk about, you know what I mean? That's what I was put up through, you know what I mean? A lot of group homes, a lot of foster homes growing up, you know what I mean? Like I went through a lot, you know what I mean? So like a lot of prison time, a lot of getting locked up, you know what I mean, even as a juvenile, you know what I mean? So that was rough, you feel what I'm saying, growing up in Milwaukee.
So growing up in a foster home, what's that like? I don't have too much experience with like that.
Foster homes is like when your mom and your pops, they really don't, you feel what I'm saying, like feel like they can't control you type shit, you feel what I'm saying? So they put you in like different places, you know what I mean? So like different people, you know what I mean, different parents type shit that got their foster license and shit, they can, you know what I mean, put you in their home and potentially raise you type shit, you know what I mean? Like that's what foster homes is.
And what type of experience was that? A positive experience for you or a negative experience?
No, it was, you know, at that age, you know what I mean, it was a lot of things that I took advantage of, you feel what I'm saying, that could have been positive,
Yeah.
you feel what I'm saying, but you know how that shit goes, so
Kid that you don't know no
yeah,
better.
you know what I mean?
And then you were talking about your prison sentence. Like you did 11 years total.
So when I was 19, right, I had my daughter when I was 19. When she was 4 months, I got locked up. I did 3 years. I came home when she was 3. I was out for a little bit, got jammed back up for high speed, did a year, came home for like a month, got jammed back up, did 7.
Damn.
Yeah,
7 years. That's a long time.
yeah, most
Like,
definitely.
could you break down, like, if you're comfortable with it, that case for me and like what led to the 7 years?
But it was a lot of going on. You feel what I'm saying? I ain't gonna get too deep about it. You know what I mean? But it's in the past. You know what I mean? But I'm on to something new now. You know what I mean? Some bigger things. You
Right
know what I
away.
mean?
Right away.
A bigger bag things. You know what I mean? So
And what's the Wisconsin prison system like?
it's Wisconsin. You know what I mean? So you in there. You know what I mean? You gotta
Yeah.
survive. You feel what I'm saying? That's just how life is. You know what I mean? You gotta survive that shit. You know what I mean? So if you a man, you gonna be good.
Is Wisconsin prison system segregated like other states? Like I know, like Indiana or California and stuff.
I mean,
Sometimes it's
I don't know. I ain't never been to Indiana or California. You know
okay.
what I mean? I just been in Wisconsin prison. So
Is that like race segregated or is that just is it?
I mean, it's prison, man. You know what I
Okay.
mean? You gonna move and groove. You feel what I'm saying? As long as paper involved, you gonna fuck with everybody.
Okay. Okay. And what's the craziest thing you saw when you were locked up?
You know, you see a lot of crazy shit. You know what I mean? It's memories I don't want to, you know what I
Get
mean,
into?
really backtrack about. You feel
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like that's why I say I'm on some new boss shit. You know what I mean?
Positive
Yeah,
shit.
most
Yeah.
definitely.
Right away. Right away. What advice would you give to a young man, say that's 18 years old and is doing his first bid? What advice would you give him to just lay low, mind
Oh
his
yeah,
business and
stick to yourself.
okay.
You feel what I'm saying? Stay out the way. You know what I mean? Don't fuck with nobody. You know what I mean? Hopefully you got some good motherfuckers around you. You know what I mean? That'll come through for you. You feel what I'm saying? Like help you. You know what I mean? Didn't burn too many bridges. You feel what I'm saying? So you'll be all right. You know what I mean? Just stick to yourself. You feel what I'm saying? Like stay in your business. Stay in your lane. You're gonna be straight.
That way. What made you want to commit to music after doing all that time?
Well, like shit. My best friend, my right hand man. You feel what I'm saying? Shout out to my nigga Pooh. You feel what I'm saying? Like we was jammed up. You feel what I'm saying? In the county. You feel what I'm saying? I think like right after my first bid, bro had caught some shit. You know what I mean? I caught some shit. Same time. We was jammed up. You feel what I'm saying? Like, and I start rapping for him in there. You know what I mean? He got mad at me for a second. Like, what the fuck? Like, bro, you tripping? Like, we could have. You know what I'm saying? Like, we could
Yeah.
have been. You know what I mean? Like, bro, you tripping, fool. You know what I mean? So when that situation happened, you feel what I'm saying? Like, it was a whole lot of shit going on. You know what I mean? Like coming home, my daughter.
Yeah.
I was fighting a whole lot of shit going on with her. You feel what I'm saying? Trying to make sure I, you know what I mean, be able to stay in her life. You know what I mean? Then I had two other females pregnant at the same time. You know what I mean? So it was a lot of shit going on, you know what I mean, that I had to focus on that. You know what I mean? And then that's when the 7 years happened, you know what I mean? So now I'm home.
Right way. If you could work with anyone in the music industry, who and why?
Oh man, you go. So hold on, we talking like from my city.
We'll do Milwaukee and like industry.
So you want to do Milwaukee
Yeah,
first?
we'll do Milwaukee first.
I mean, shit. I mean, like, you know, I'm really the type of nigga that feel like I can come out here and really do it on my own. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I ain't no clout chasing shit. You feel what I'm saying? But like my brother and shit, he tied in with some, you know what I mean, some niggas down there. So I mean, like, bro, try to get me tap in with Chick and P.
That'd be fine.
You feel what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, you feel what I'm saying? So, but you know, it's to be determined. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you know, but as far as like the real industry though,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
some industry.
When you get in the car, who you listen to, who
I
do you want to make
mean,
music with?
shit. I mean, man, it's like ESTG.
Yeah, that's,
You feel
that's
what
my
I'm
one, my
saying?
favorite artist.
ESTG. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you know, like CMG period though for me. You feel what I'm saying? Like CMG period though. But you know what I mean? I'm Eric and Hustle though. I'm AHA. You feel what I'm saying? So motherfuckers gonna hear a lot about me. You know what I mean? SirPrince. You
That
know what I
way.
mean? So
And what would you say the Milwaukee sound is? Because it's like kind of got a unique, like it's different, you know?
I mean, Milwaukee sound is just it's his own sound. You feel what I'm saying? Like, but I feel like I'm able to switch it up, and motherfuckers gonna hear that. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it's gonna be that same Milwaukee bangers. You feel what I'm
Being able to
saying?
have a unique
Yeah,
sound to
most
it.
definitely. You
Yeah,
feel what I'm saying? But everything just a bark with me. You know what I mean? Everything,
that way.
like, and they gonna see that.
Top 3 artists all time.
Man, Wayne, to me, Jeezy, and Jay-Z.
Jay-Z. That's a pretty good list, yeah. That's a good list. I heard you published a couple books while you were locked up. If you can get into like the process of doing that, because that's like super entrepreneurial. So like I don't even know where I'd begin.
Yeah.
Like starting locked up to publishing a book.
I mean, well, when I was in Jackson, I had ran into another author. I ain't gonna say his name, but he got me on to writing the books. So I wrote my first couple books, and I had signed a little contract with him, and shit went sideways. And he was trying to like hide the sauce on how to do it. So I had my baby mama look up the way to do it. You feel what I'm saying? We found the place where we'll get the covers. I had her edit the book because she's smart as hell 4.0, so you better be able to make some grammar, you know what I mean? And I put that shit out there on Amazon, you feel what I'm saying? Amazon charge you about $4-5 a book. You know what I mean? You get your money.
That's fire.
So-
And what are the books about?
They urban novels.
Urban novels.
You feel what I'm saying? So like your typical hood book, you feel what I'm saying? Just with a little bit more sauce.
And how many songs did you write during that bid? Like how much you got in the vault right now?
You wanna know what's crazy? The first time I ever wrote on the beat is when I was in Boscoville. That's the first time I ever wrote on the beat. And it was hard at first because I just came off like just off always just a regular rhythm, you feel what I'm saying? So when I first went to Boscoville, you feel what I'm saying? So that was like about 130 something songs, you feel what I'm saying, wrote when I first learned how to, you feel what I'm saying, like actually write on the beat.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, that's all I was
So
listening
you
to
got
was
like
instrumentals.
12 albums like in the vault ready
hell
to go.
yeah,
Oh,
most definitely.
Yeah. You've been
Most
working. Man,
Some of them need some beats, but you know
Yeah.
we can get that done quick.
See if I can send you a couple people or something.
Mm-hmm.
What do you got coming in the
Got
future?
6
It's like
songs done right now.
I got right now we got that touchdown grid coming. We got the video to that. I glazed that. We got that dash in the ball coming. Well, actually, we got the whole Trench Talk mixtape coming, so you can be watching out for that. But for right now, we just got a couple of little singles that we finna drop. You know
Shit
what I
the
mean? So
ground
really
rolling.
be waiting on that dash in the ball and that touchdown grit. That's the one we got the video to. But other than that, you know what I mean? You reach me on my Instagram, SirPrince_AHA. You know what I mean? And get tapped in with me and see what I'm doing.
right way. Well, SirPrince, appreciate you coming on Lua. Look forward to seeing what you got going
Y'all,
in the
good looking,
future.
man. Y'all.